Hello there. This is just a quick tutorial on using a function called the import function on Moodle 2. What this function is used for is to copy all of the material from one course page onto another. An example of when you might use this would be, let's say for instance you taught the same class, but you taught one in Newton Abbey and one in Troston Avenue, but the subject and the material was exactly the same. So you've gone in and you've completed your Moodle page for the Newton Abbey class of the course, and you then want to put all that material onto the page for the Troston Avenue class without having to sit and individually copy each file and each piece of information across one at a time. The import function lets you move it all in one go, which is definitely a quicker way of doing it than having to organise it all individually. So just to demonstrate what I've done here is I've loaded just a wee test course, and I've put in 4 test PDF files into each of the first 4 topics. Now, as I say, for yourselves that might well be in the complete course, so this would be an example of the complete course page. You might well have 20 topics down here and maybe 30 or 40 files or resources, questionnaires, whatever the case may be. I'm just using these as an example. So the first thing we need to do then is come to this complete page and take a little note of this number up in the top left hand corner. That's the module code there for this particular page. So you can write that down if you want, or if it's handier, what I want to do is I'm just going to copy that, and you'll see why I need that in a minute or two. So I'm finished now with this this full page. What I want to do now is go to the blank page that I want to put all of this information onto. So I'm going to navigate to my home screen, and then this for yourselves will be populated with all the courses that you teach on, so it should be easy enough to pick out the blank course that you want to put the information onto. I'm just going to use this little test course at the top as an example, and as you can see, this one's blank. So my intention then is that once I'm finished, these 4 files in the complete course will be transferred into the first 4 topics here of this one. So what we need to do that is to scroll down the page to our settings block here on the left hand side, and we want to go down to the import button. So let's click on that, and then Moodle asks us to find a course to import the data from. Now it may well be, if you're not teaching on that many courses, you'll see the course immediately here in this list here. Then you can just tick a little box and click continue, and that's fine. I can't see the course that I want to use immediately, and that's why I copied that information on the last screen. So I can now paste in that module code and click search, and it'll then display the module pages that have that module number attached to it. So it's this top one. So I'm going to tick that, and I'm going to click continue. Activities, blocks and filters is really just the information contained on the last page. So I'm just going to leave those ticked, and I'm going to click next. And then what I can do, as you can see here, I've picked the right one. There's my 4 files, test 1, test 2, test 3 and 4, underneath the first 4 topics. What you can do though, if you want, is go through and weed out any material that you don't want to transfer over. So say you had a document which was specific to one class that you didn't want to transfer to the other, you could just untick that and not move it over, or indeed untick a whole topic and everything within that topic won't move over. I'll keep everything ticked here just as an example to show you, and click next. And it's just giving me a little summary of what's being moved over. If I had chosen not to move a topic or a file over, this would be a red X instead of my green tick, but I want to move everything, so it's all ticked, and I'm going to click perform import. I'll take a few seconds. Import complete. Just click continue. And there we go, there's my test 2 page now with the 4 PDF files on it. And as I say, in your case that may well be 30 or 40 files all transferred over in a few seconds. Thanks.